Welcome. So I just want to bring your awareness to the present moment. So let's just take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more time. Let's release today, let's release yesterday, and let's focus on the present moment. Okay, so let's jump right on into it. So I heard this quote, and it was so profound, so life-changing. Like, it was just like, whoa, So the quote was, no amount of self-improvement can make up for the lack of self-acceptance. Whew! Because we get so caught up in trying to improve and grow and develop and fix and heal. We get so caught up in trying to fix our lives that we forget to live it. We get so caught up in trying to improve, thinking something wrong with us, we're not enough, we're broken, when we simply need to accept ourselves. Stop trying to fit into societal norms, into what's acceptable. Because I feel like that's where a lot of the self-improvement, growth, and developing, fixing come from. We're trying to fit into societal norms. We're trying to live up to the definition of society's success, society's happiness, society's fulfillment, instead of creating those definitions for ourselves. What's happiness, success, and fulfillment to us? What do it mean to us? And getting back to the quote, no amount of self-improvement can make up for the lack of self-acceptance. It's starting with accepting yourself, because you're not broken. You are a child of God. You're not broken. You don't need to be fixed. It's undoing the programming, the survival techniques, and the shield and the coping mechanisms that we created for us to get through the trauma. So it's releasing the programming, it's releasing the trauma response that made us a product of our environment. So I don't necessarily like looking at it as fixing. It's accepting yourself for who you are. Like, okay, this is who I am. I am enough because I exist. This is who I am. But I'm not stuck this way. I can love myself as I am today. Not when I get that job, that house, that relationship, that business, a certain money status. Because that means your self-love and self-acceptance is only contingent based upon outside things. So if you don't have those outside things, you can't love yourself, you can't accept yourself. What if you never accomplish another goal? Can you still love yourself? What if you don't lose weight? Can you still love yourself? It's about fully accepting yourself for who you are as you are today, with the intent of aligning with your higher self. And to align with your higher self is simply undoing the program, peeling back the layers. It's not nothing that you're fixing or because you're not broken. I just really want you to understand that you're not broken. It's unlearning the coping mechanisms. Because, like I said, the fulfillment and the happiness and the success and the joy and all the feelings we want from the outside thing is within us. We're not happy and satisfied with ourselves. And so we're looking to that job, house, car, relationship, business to fulfill us, when it's simply the lack of self-acceptance, the lack of self-approval, self-validation. And we're seeking it from things. When it's accept yourself, it's understanding that your habits, actions, beliefs, everything that makes you who you are, was your coping mechanisms to get you to where you are. But you're not stuck that way. Your past don't define you. Your mistakes don't define you. Your failures don't define you. Your accomplishments don't define you. Because if you take all of those things away, you are still you. It's accepting that you're pure awareness, that you're a pure soul, that you are a cosmic being. Accept that. Accept that you came down here to enjoy this human experience. You're not perfect, and that's okay. Accept it fully. Accept yourself fully. And it's releasing those limiting beliefs that got you thinking something wrong with you because of society. Society got you thinking something wrong with you. And why not reverse it? Nothing is wrong with me, something wrong with society. I don't want to fit in. And I'm okay with that. Instead of trying to fit in and trying to do what's acceptable and trying to accomplish and working that job because of how it looked to other people and driving that car and living in that. It's like we're living for the acceptance and approval of other people instead of accepting and approving ourselves. Like, what would it be like to genuinely live a life that makes you proud, that makes you happy? Instead of living for the acceptance and approval of other people to make other people proud. And I just want to say it again. No amount of self-improvement can make up for the lack of self-acceptance. So no matter how many businesses you start, how many LLCs you got, how many degrees you got, how many houses, how many cars, none of that matters if you constantly feel like you gotta work for your self-worth and work for your self-acceptance. It's never gonna be enough. It's never gonna be enough. Because when you get that house, car, job, business, relationship, you're gonna always be looking forward to what's next, what do I need to accomplish? It's never gonna be enough. Because you don't feel worthy and enough to you. You don't accept you. Your inner me is your biggest enemy, baby. So it's changing the relationship with yourself, changing your internal dialogue, changing the definition to what you think happiness, success, and joy is. Living up to your standard because this is your life. And it's so crazy how we try to live for other people, live for the approval, acceptance of other people when this is our life. So why not live for the acceptance and approval of me? Love me, accept me, live for me. I don't care to fit in. I don't care to be acceptable for other people. I don't care to be digestible for other people. Let them choke. Okay? Be acceptable for you. Like, we get so caught up, especially the people that's on this spiritual journey, we get so caught up in the healing phase. Constantly fixing and healing and reading and videos and crystals and sage and I need to be vegan and I need to ground outside and all of this self-improvement, thinking we have to prove ourselves to God in order to get our manifestation, thinking that we have to be perfect in order to get our manifestation, thinking that we have to earn a certain amount of goodie points for us to get our manifestation. When it's simply our frequency, our vibration, our limiting beliefs. It's nothing that you have to prove to God. Like, we be trying to get goodie points. Like, let me meditate and eat healthy. I gotta be high vibrational all the time, when that's not the case. Your only purpose in life is to be you. Your unique expression to the fullest capacity, unapologetically. And that starts by accepting you, accepting your flaws, accepting your mistakes, accepting you. Because every day is a new opportunity for a clean slate. Every day is a new opportunity to write a new story. It's never too late to be who you desire to be. It starts with accepting yourself, forgiving yourself, shifting the relationship with yourself, and changing that internal dialogue. Stop being your biggest enemy, your biggest critic, and be your biggest cheerleader. And I feel like shifting your mindset, shifting your beliefs is one of the hardest things on the motherfucking planet. Because you're so stuck in this programming, and it's you versus you. Your old frequency, the parasite, versus your higher self, the new frequency. And you've been the old frequency the longest. That entity do not want to die. It's doing everything to stay alive, even convincing yourself that you're lazy and unworthy and you're not doing enough. It's good at convincing you of bullshit and negativity. And it's having the awareness to stay on top of those thoughts. Not letting them phase you. The ones that don't align with your desired reality or your desired state, your desired self, let them float. Don't like, oh, okay, that's an interesting thought. Thank you. That's interesting. Instead of identifying with that thought and identifying with that emotion. Because a lot of people in the spiritual community has been fed this belief that we supposed to be high vibrational, happy, sunshine, peace, love, and light all the time. And that's not the case. We are human. We're going to feel the whole spectrum of emotions, and that's okay. It's the label we put on bad and good, positive and negative. When you expand your consciousness, you realize that it's not such a thing as good or bad. It is what it is. We put the definition to it. We add the meaning to it. And that's on this 3D reality. Because when you go higher up in consciousness, you realize it is what it is. There is no good or bad. So allow yourself to feel the emotion for what it is. Feel it. That don't necessarily mean something's wrong, something broken, something needs to be fixed. It's okay to feel whatever you feeling day by day. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to release it. Stop trying to understand it all and put a meaning to everything. Okay, I'm aware that I feel this emotion. I don't have to identify with it. I don't have to try to cope, numb, or suppress. Allow myself to feel it. Okay. Now, how do I transmute? You can transmute by just allowing yourself to sit with it. It will flow. It will go away. You can journal. Being present is the best way to transmute. Instead of trying to escape, numb, or suppress, be present. Be mindful where your awareness goes. Keep your mind on higher consciousness no matter what. Not saying peace, love, and light, but you can feel what you're going through without complaining, without doubt, without fear. You can be going through what you're going through without labeling it as your life falling apart and something's wrong that I need to fix. You can simply say, I'm purging. And it's understanding that I'm giving myself this space to feel what's been suppressed all these years. It starts with simply being with yourself, allowing yourself to feel it. And it's okay. It's nothing wrong. I feel like we just simply need to enjoy the human experience more and stop trying to avoid pain. We go through so much suffering trying to avoid pain. Pain is a part of the human experience. You're going to feel it. It's knowing what to do when you feel it. Are you entertaining the parasite, the old frequency, by distracting yourself, numbing, suppressing, escaping? Or are you entertaining your higher self, the new frequency, where you're present with the emotion? You're not identifying with it. You're allowing it to flow. You know that it's going to pass. You know that it's temporary. You acknowledge it. and you allow it to flow. You accept yourself for where you are. You accept the process. You accept the journey. You trust the process. And stop allowing that old frequency to convince you that something's wrong and your life is falling apart. The old frequency want to keep you in a state of desperation, lack, survival, doubt. Don't let the old frequency, don't let the parasite win. And even on the days where you fall off, because you're not perfect, and that's okay. It's giving yourself grace. Treating yourself. That's when you have to visualize that inner child, and it's like, oh, it's okay. And you get back up the next day instead of going into a downward spiral, beating yourself up for not showing up perfectly every day. It's piece by piece, getting better every day, 1% better every day. It's having the mindset and the commitment to love myself no matter what, to show up for myself no matter what. Because your best is not going to look the same every day. You might give 80% today, 20% tomorrow, 30% the next day, 50% the next day. It's about showing up consistently. Consistency do not mean perfect. Showing up perfect every day. No, it's showing up every day, even if it's at 2%. Because it's doing it for you. It's the principle behind showing up for you, being there for you. Making those small commitments to yourself is how you build your trust and faith in yourself. Which is building your trust and faith in God, baby, because God is within you. And that's why I say you're not broke. You're not broken. It's releasing that belief and understanding that you just have to unlearn that old programming. It's no longer working for you now. And it's installing a new program. It's reprogramming the program. Shifting from that old frequency to that new frequency. And it's understanding that that old frequency is going to fight to stay alive. But you are stronger. You have what it takes. You are built for this. You a whole God out here. A whole God. Okay. So I want to pull from my surrender deck what we need to surrender to. A whole lot. We need to surrender to a whole lot. And I'm going to read every single last one of them. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. That's why I say it's about reprogramming your mind to reprogramming your mind to expect the unexpected. Rebuilding that faith and trust in God, in yourself. Okay? Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. No amount of self-improvement can make up for lack of self-acceptance. Accept yourself. You are worthy and you are enough because you exist. You are worthy and you are enough because you exist. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dream. Again, those limiting beliefs that's keeping you in lack and survival and doubt and fear and worry. Is surrendering those beliefs, rewiring the program. Because your new life is going to require a new you. So it's focusing on who do I have to become? What kind of mindset, beliefs, and habits do I need to adapt to be prepared for that life? To maintain that life, to multiply that life. Who do I have to become? Because this old frequency is attracting my current circumstances, and this ain't it. Because your reality is only reflecting your internal state. It's always remembering that. So even the things that you're currently going through, it's just old thoughts, old beliefs, old frequencies. So if you shift that internal state, you will shift your reality, shift those beliefs, you shift your mindset, you shift your life, baby. Surrender fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of changing your job, health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat this affirmation. I have faith that all is well. Building that trust and faith in you is building the trust and faith in God. It's understanding that you are more than this human vessel. You are a cosmic being. You are co-creating your reality with your thoughts and your beliefs. You are exactly who you believe yourself to be. So it's releasing the scarcity, the lack, the victim, the fear. You a whole God out here, and I'm going to keep reminding you of that. And lastly, surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. The most toxic, unhealthy relationship ever in your life is with yourself. Because other relationships are simply a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. Every relationship that's in your life is simply a reflection of the relationship dynamic you have with yourself. So surrender the unhealthy relationship you have with yourself. Love yourself, nurture yourself, accept yourself. Change your internal dialogue. It's making those small commitments and showing up for you because you deserve it. Because what? You a whole God out here. And I want to end my video by saying I do offer one-on-one sessions. So for anybody that's questioning their self-worth or where to start, I want to heal, but I don't know where to start, I have one-on-one sessions available for you. And I also have sessions available for people that's really ready to take their life to the next level by embodying their God self. So I have an authentic life. That's more so for people that don't know where to start, that really want to know the meaning of self-love. It's an introduction to your inner power. Then I have God life. This is for the people that's a little more aware of their inner power, but they don't know how to apply it to their lives. They've been on this spiritual journey for a while, but their life don't align with the knowledge that they know. So let me help you embody that God life, okay? So I have more information about the one-on-one sessions in the description below. So with that being said, I want you to live your life loving yourself first. And I'll see y'all in the next video.